Welcome. Today we're getting into a really vital strategic conversation, specifically for leaders like you in the South African insurance law industry. Our goal here is simple: to explore why using a video-first podcast isn't just, another marketing channel. It's actually a powerful, credible tool. We want to look at how it can boost industry awareness, make your service offered stand out, build community, and really benefit everyone involved: your clients, potential investors, industry peers, and the wider community too.
That's exactly right. And if you look at how media is shifting, particularly here in South Africa, well, podcasting has become incredibly dynamic. But the key insight, it's the video turn.
The video turn.
Yeah. Audiences are consuming so much content on mobile through social feeds, and they're increasingly watching podcasts. Think YouTube, over 1 billion monthly podcast viewers globally.
1 billion, wow.
So if your voice, your expertise isn't in that watchable long-form format, you're potentially missing out on a huge and growing engaged audience segment. It's about being where people actually are.
That's a really crucial point. It's not just about being heard anymore, but being seen, capturing that visual engagement. And what strikes me is how this links directly to a real need here in South Africa: the need for, accessible legal advice.
Absolutely. So many South Africans across all age groups, all income levels, they often find it hard to get clear, easy to understand advice on complex insurance law. It can be quite intimidating.
Very true.
So a video podcast, it offers this familiar, almost conversational format, a bit like our strong radio tradition. It's a fantastic way to break down those legal complexities.
Makes sense. More approachable.
Exactly. That direct engagement, it builds trust, it builds connection, it bridges those information gaps that, let's be honest, traditional legal documents often can't. Imagine having an authoritative voice, but one that feels approachable, explaining things that protect policyholders, that empower people.
Okay, so beyond that wider impact, which is really important, let's talk specifics. What does this mean for your service offered? What are the concrete benefits? What's the actual return?
All right, the bottom line. Well, firstly, think of a regular video podcast series as a really effective engine. It drives lead generation and helps differentiate your brand significantly.
How so?
Well, that long-form video content, it's like a strategic goldmine. Each episode can be smartly repurposed. Think short, punchy video clips for social media, audiograms, maybe blog posts, newsletter content.
So it feeds into everything else.
Precisely. It creates this sort of content ecosystem. It fuels your inbound leads, broadens your marketing reach, and educates the public on those crucial legal details. It really cements your service offered as the go-to expert. We've seen strategic content like this lead to, real pipeline growth. Many report a solid ROI tied directly to these kinds of efforts.
So it's like building this valuable library of insights that just keeps working for you over time, building an audience.
Exactly. It positions your service as a thought leader. And that attracts new clients looking for that expertise, yes, but it also engages potential investors showing your forward thinking. It builds loyalty within your existing community, and it even influences your peers in the industry.
Can you give some examples? Like, what kind of topics are we talking about?
Sure. Imagine episodes like decoding the fine print. What South Africans really need to know about home insurance exclusions. Or maybe beyond the claim, understanding your rights with the National Financial Ombud, the NFO.
Very relevant.
Or even things like from Stockwells to statutes, how funeral cover has evolved in SA and what it means for your family. Or navigating the road accident fund, what you need to know after an accident. These hit on real-world issues. They resonate with clients, investors, the whole community.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
But it does sound like a significant undertaking, managing all those different facets. What kind of professional support is out there to make this, manageable for a busy leader?
That's a fair point. Look, a professional partner can offer a complete turnkey solution. They handle, everything from studio access or setting up remote production to the expert editing, the distribution strategy, and crucially, the performance marketing side with proper analytics so you see the impact.
So they take care of the heavy lifting?
Essentially, yes. We've seen major South African players like Standard Bank in finance or Discovery in healthcare use ongoing series really effectively to explain complex changes and educate their audiences. Think about Business Talk by Michael Avery. Millions of views, consistently delivering relevant long-form content. It shows how expert help turns good intentions into real influence, freeing you up to focus on your core legal work.
This has been incredibly useful, really painting a clear picture. So for a leader listening now, maybe thinking this is something they should seriously consider, what's the logical next step?
I think the invitation really is to just visualize it. Picture your first video podcast episode. What would it be? Maybe explaining a recent landmark case that affects policyholders. Or perhaps a Q&A tackling common questions about short-term insurance rights.
Okay, so start by imagining the content.
Yeah. Imagine communicating those complex ideas clearly, offering actionable insights that connect with your clients, with potential investors, with the community. The practical next step. Let's talk about a tailored pilot proposal. We can map out content specifically for your service offered, ensuring strong distribution and performance tracking right from the start.
It certainly seems clear that video-first podcasting is a really powerful, credible approach for the South African insurance law sector. The potential for reach and engagement across all those stakeholder groups is huge.
It really is. By embracing this, your service offered can really solidify its position as that trusted authority, connect genuinely with a much wider audience, and build, lasting relationships with the communities you serve.
To learn more about how you can bring your service, offer its expert voice to this impactful platform, including turnkey production, strategic distribution, and performance marketing, you can connect with Tim Africa. You can find them online at tim.africa. They're also on Instagram and Facebook. Just search for @tim.africa, and you can explore their podcast resources at pod.tim.africa.
Till pitches, here we go. Ideas fast, project flow. Catch the vibe, catch the spark. Light it up, ignite the dark. Till pitches, with a bigger BPR switches. Podcasters, trends over marketing riches. Plug it in, turn it loud. Build your brand, make it proud. Pitch it high, pitch it sweet. Performance game, can't be beat.